In the immediacy, we're going to be dealing with two maps that are fairly standard here. We've got Clubhouse, we've got Oregon. It's a great way to start things off. Black Dragon's going to be starting off on the defense. Plenty of. They've got the jacuzzi wall open. There's a bit of a drone work gone ahead. And Fowls is actually going to aggressively push on through. He scouted himself out.
And just gives a freebie away to Black Dragons. But there is still plenty of players up for MIBR. And they're in the bomb site. And they're going to try and go for the plant. But
there's not a lot of time here, especially if there's a couple of those goo mines out there. Kills now do start to trade. But there's only 2 seconds left on the clock. And poor old is being teased now inside of Jim. It is being covered somewhat by Fowls, but Live finds Raps, rotates himself, but Philippox is unlikely to get himself out, drops the hatch, could rotate the main stairs. Fowls picks up a very important. If he sticks this and nobody pre-fires it, what is going on? Fowls finally, and it hasn't been sufficiently burned. C4 is going to fall just a little bit short as Redux takes down Perez. Perez gets itchy feet there, didn't really need to move, but chose to do so anyway. Lukid, one-man army in back-to-back with Redux.
That plant, Philippox in the thick of it. Live now swings in towards Radio, finds Philippox and even plays
him down. Ion now with all of the work to do, picks himself up a great kill there onto Lukid. He knows that somebody's on red stairs and he's going to find the second. He's now in a 1 versus 1. The plant has been confirmed. Both players similar HP, but Fowls goes for the peak. Why does he do it? Ion, what a display of skill. 3 perfect. Gather that info and really work on it that way. Perez finds himself a freebie. Philippox, why are you downstairs? He's going to pick himself up. The plant will be successful, but only by a sliver. A quick drop and a quick kill.
We usually see them finish it out. There hasn't been really any clutch potential so far for MIBR, and I don't think it's going to happen for them this time. A 1 versus 5 that Radar has to go up against, and this is a picturesque round, a flawless for Black Dragon. Diffuser will be planted. Ion has to go. A C4 right over his head. Fowls finds Batoxy, and now the remaining 2 players are inside. C4 finds nothing. Which way to look, left or right? Looks the wrong way. Ion is low inside of the pool table, Ollie, and I believe that will be a free kill, but somehow 2 kills fall for Black Dragons. A single Maverick lying just outside of that jacuzzi, but a C4.
It isn't a lot of time in the grand scheme of things when you start thinking about how long some of these takes can take. But Perez, he's going to be able to find himself 1 and a second. MIBR, what are you doing? Fowls, why are you all the way in the basement at that moment in time? Raps comes in to try and do something, but gets caught out inside a garage. Well, Black Dragon's there. So they really weren't leaving anything up to chance. So yeah, why am I brought out as a button there? Why am I a operator that we do see MIBR choose to...
They have that hatch open, and now they can start looking to rotate in towards blue. Perez just slips down in free pillar, finds an absolute freebie on the Philippox. Rapso will...
of around. Not a lot of time left remaining here, but players coming up from MIBR to try and bolster and to try and redefend that doorway as the Toxic Babe canisters come through. Bassetto with the swing is going to find himself 1, but that's the diffuser cold as Raps. He immediately rounds the corner into the pre-fire. A little bit more work required downstairs, I think, for them. Toxie, he's going to be trying to challenge onto White. There is going to be a player on White, and he's going to land his shots in now a little bit more aggressively, but doesn't have the information. Gets caught out there as Fowls is the last man standing. Picks 1, picks the second. The shotgun could do the work here. There's 12 seconds. There's a long time to be going ring around the rosy, but Fowls makes it happen. Not a lot of time.
Yeah, they need to get a shift on. Here's the Trace Lukid with 2 kills, playing that Shaiko door, and a third for him also. MIBR.
Not wasting any time getting himself up there. Gets an opportunity and will take it. Ion could find himself a second here if he plays his cards right. Going to certainly put a couple of shots in, but Lukid was successful.
That is down. Straight into the Lion's Den, and he drops, and this should be an easy lockout for MIBR, and it will be.
Well, the hopping from Bassetto is successful, but the C4 could very well land. It goes very deep as kills start to flood in. Live going to be the last line of defense, but Raps in the balance of the gunfights, and do those gunfights go in your favor? The distraction has been provided, but the kills flood, and they flood for one side and one side only. Black Dragons, it's only till Fowls gets into the mix that we see will be collected inside of the freezer, and he will just be left to bleed out on the ground. A little bit of a line of sight found there by Raps. Finally picks himself up and grabs a kill for himself. Very scrappy as a panic knife even gets thrown in there as well, Demo. The plant being attempted. Throwables get tossed on in. Lukid picks up a kill onto Bassetto, and that is your cue to call. Live grabs himself in value as he's able to hold that angle a little bit tighter for a little bit longer, but 2 kills come in back to back, make it 3.
It isn't off. kind of position that he's in right now, and he will be. No, he will not get punished. He instead picks up a kill. Fouls has been down, but he can still be revived. Ion gets swung. Reduct has appeared inside of Kids and Black Dragons. They've crippled at the seams. Lucan and Reduct have pulled off a heist ollie. Lucan, depending who wants to try and take up that role, aren't doing as many big numbers as what they usually do. Then we know, yeah, that has paid off massively. MIBR on low HP though, all you have to keep that in mind. A couple of nades could finish them off. I think they need another pick or two before they look for an execute here, and Lucan has gifted himself up. There's Patoxy, seen that opening earlier from the drone work. Reduct just right in the open of Sunrise. This should be an easy one for Fouls, and it will be. Basetto just kind of
walk around and without clear knowledge of really what was waiting for them on the other side. Just only a couple of pixels changing color there, but that's all it takes for Raps to see that advantage.
The Nomad, and she'll win that engagement. You'll never see anything like that. That is a one.
Or if it is going to be on the cards, but he's going to go for it anyway. Is he going to find the player? No, yet another air jab, and this time just throwing bodies at a problem. We've lost a couple of kills opening, and Fleapox goes, you know what the best thing to do here is? To take a really long extended run out and essentially leave Lucan in the clutches. Perez
now has to be wary with that HP. Lucan even tries to challenge even more so, and what's just happened here? Basetto just slipped into Hookah, got a freebie, and walked right back out. MIBR has let that one slip, and Lucan somehow
does have a bit of information there on the drone to work with, but Fleapox will be allowed back out. Lucan strikes yet ground. 25 seconds now remain, and Lucan, it's a masterclass demo. That's all it is. Everybody now knows exactly where he is. Lucan swings the corner and secures his reward. See it this time on the Legion. Reduct will be taken out there by Patoxy, but the diffuser Carius, that's diffuser cold inside of Sunrise. There are so many other angles to take a look at. Fouls is allowed to pick up.
Crossfire, one being held by Fouls and the other one still being held by Raps. I think Kitchen Window was by far the better play.
They're getting more tense now as Ion actually does push on.
As long as what he's doing right now, and he will be downed in the process. Patoxy. Oh, two of them line up, and he will down two of them. 7 seconds to go. They need to get the kill, and Lucan is there.
In a pretty impossible position here inside of security. Being pressured from not only main lobby, but also from office as well. The remaining players. Black Dragon is just going to dig a little bit deeper and sit a little bit further back until Patoxy comes through with an aggressive. On the rappel holds the diffuser, and he's not likely going to be able to hop his way through. Lucan shuts Basetto. The jump in is coming in now, but Patoxy in the corner picks one and the second. Where's the intel? Where is the knowledge? Nobody knew that he was there. An aggressive run out from Patoxy to try and secure the quad. With 3 seconds left, it is unlikely to really result. MIBR, I'm waiting 45 seconds to really make anything happen, is at least slack that is remaining. Lucan going to get himself into an engagement here and does have the reactions onto live as well. So surely a site take is going to be on here as more bodies tend to fall. Lucan shuts Patoxy down, and Basetto and Ion, well, 20 seconds isn't a lot of time, and they've got a whole world of hurts headed in their direction. Final kill will come in here for Raps. MIBR, it looks as though it's going to ride them through and be enough to get the job done. And sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but it's not a reliable strategy, is it? The bans have been confirmed. Thatcher, Flores, Wamai, and Valkup as Fleapox goes for a C4, but will be unsuccessful. Instead, chooses to take a challenge on the long corridor and will find his mark. Kills continuing to trade here, 3 versus 3. Lucan very much in off position here, gets himself to the other side of the chassis and could come up with a slew of kills.
Be whacked, and instead of Black Dragons will appear with 2 kills. We still see Fleapox and Reduct. This is what we're talking about.
This was going to be as deadly as the 3 versus X that MIBR are known for, but you go peeking at the window, Reduct, that really is SMG-11, Toxic Babe canisters. He's got a little bit of kit, but he hasn't got much hope or chance.
On 6 can still destroy different gadgets, but being able to burst through walls, it doesn't really exist. And Black Dragons have just all slipped here. He can easily get a plant down, but maybe just cautious of the pressure above. Fleapox actually slipping
lines here. He's been in sight for, feels like 30 to 40 seconds now, and he's still not been able to find a plant, and he's squat. Lucan and Fleapox, a lot of work to do. Time in there for Fleapox, but he corrects it, Demo. Fleapox has chosen to make that rotation, instead looking to try and pull a little bit of a pincer maneuver off here, but is it going to be enough? Patoxy takes Lucan down, and Fleapox He is going to be the last man standing. Goes for a C4.
Swinging in, has to try and retake Study, but it's going to be difficult for him. There is going to be a man lurking and will win the engagement. Now it does those shots, and the man prone behind the desk. Reduct trying to help him, but the man in Zombie Door is there, and it's a cleanup. A 1 versus 2 now. Live has to make it happen, but no fouls. Swinging in.
Looking the wrong way here. He's entirely unaware of where Petoxy is at this moment in time, and there's the kill that comes through. Fashion 1 versus 1. The diffuser not in Live's hands, and well, a shotgun at close range.
Kills yet, Ollie. This is strange territory. Oh, never mind, Caster's Curse. A trade comes in, 1 for 1, and another one to make the big play. Ion will shift in, find Reduct. This is free for Lukin, and it will be from above. Drops down through the hatch. We'll see the diffuser, and Gengle pre-fired. Doesn't catch anything, but Toxie swings. Neither of them finishing off. Lukin, is he going to win it out? No, he will not. Petoxy stands tall.
Raps, why are you pushing in like that? Like, what is going on, Demo?
This seems to be just an everywhere push. They're coming in from all different angles, and right now, oh, it was almost working, but the cap can try and use a bit of cover. Slips in now, sees the pulse, he's just sitting watching. Maybe he thought that player was fouls. Toxin versus Ion. Fouls will swing in now into a 1 versus 1. Backs away. That's the correct stuck. Fouls runs up, and will he get the kill? It's going to be a stick. Oh, Fouls in the final.
Dragons. The wall unable to be opened. Fouls. Is he going to win the engagement on the 90? On the Astro, excuse me. Yes, he is. But even that is a little bit...
Trying to hold on to that angle through the vertical. That will look onto that long corridor. Raps with the LMG, but it's still all Black Dragons. Main stairs again. Will he be caught out? Looking for the player in behind the bar. Sprays on through, but there's Petoxy. He was involved. I mentioned last time, just great for that information. You can really feed that over, and oh, Black Dragons have actually stopped this.
Bit of a burn coming through, but unfortunately MIB are going to stun themselves there as Raps aggresses down those Astro stairs, but it doesn't come without casualty. Fouls falls, and with it the diffuser Raps into the waiting arms of Live, and Live's going to pick up the final 2 as Black Dragons, they make the comeback happen. Demo,
they're on the windows. Valkyrie survives. Oh, this is going to be interesting. A Wamai ban, that's going to be great for getting an attacking side inside of Pixel, for example. Mira, very, very strong. Look at FTM. MIB are just going to try and flood into the bomb site as easy as they like. They have full bomb site control of the diffuser. Should be going down momentarily.
Shots, you could see how difficult the recoil is going to be to control. He's just going to turn his back to Reduct, and that's not coming up those white stairs if he waits just a moment or two. And Felipox is going to be there, catches the player off. It's going to be Petoxy, and he's going to be inside of the freezer. That is a coffin if out by the Toxic Babe canister. Does get away with a good portion of his health left intact, but there's a chance that he's going to be stuck out even further. Kills continue. Our hearts apart. Live, seeing the pressure now as the push comes through. We'll find one for his troubles. Petoxy actually there to
cover from his team, and the site's not even secured still.
Felipo's going to pick up his second on the round as he storms his way on through the site, pre-firing drones at his feet, so there's a chance that MIBR know where he's coming from here, and he's certainly making a little bit noise.
Usually find some player with a shield playing in towards that VIP side. Will be down by the nade, and they're hungry for more.
Reduct's going to be the next player to fall. Felipox shortly after. Live and onto those red stairs, chooses for a different line of approach eventually, as you say, and Reduct can just take an alternate angle, sit there all day, easy as he likes, line him up, he'll knock him down.
Rat plays for Reduct, and it works a charm. Black Dragons rinsing through a lot of players, and they can't even find Reduct. He's going to be known downstairs, and there's Fouls with a big LMG, drops up
out there and stretching the legs, and I guess that's hence the lion pick from Petoxy, but oh no, it looks as though Black Dragons, they're just going to start throwing bodies at a problem already. We've got a bit of information to work from here, but is he just going to boldly push on through? Yes, he is. Takes down one, wraps
their way in and get themselves set up for these engagements. There's still half the round to go. One player will fall now. 1 versus 3 for Reduct. Can he swing in, Ollie? Can he find the final kill? Yes, he will. MIBR are the victors of the Sixth Invitational LATAM Close Balls for 2022. They take their deserving spot. They played some excellent Siege throughout the course of this competition. Black Dragons not up to scratch in KAFE.